Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to the big show here, Traveling with Bruce. Welcome one, welcome all. It is April the 25th, 2022. Welcome from around the world to Calgary, Alberta here. We're just finishing up our last 3 weeks here in Calgary. We're getting ready to travel. Jennifer and I have got our tickets booked. We are on airplanes. We get going here in a few weeks. We're heading to London, the UK. So we're doing a show tonight from Calgary. Next Monday, Calgary. The Monday after that, the last show from Calgary. Then you're going to see us from London, England. Then the next week from Edinburgh, and the next week likely from Amsterdam. The week after that would be maybe Hamburg or Berlin. I'm not exactly sure yet. We're working that out. The next week could be Munich, and the week after that, Zurich. So if you like traveling, stick around. We're going to be taking you with us as we crank out videos during the week and once a week go live with the big show that you're all welcome to join us on, and we'll fill you in on the price of gas in various cities in Europe. We'll talk to you about the weather where we are and everything else. So we're going to compare notes, and hopefully you'll be able to join us and you'll enjoy all that. I'm kind of looking forward to the food. My God, the food. I can't wait to try the food. Should be a lot of fun. Here in Calgary today, 63 degrees right now here in this city. This is the warmest it's been in about, well, I think we had one day where it was warmer than this so far this year. So this is pretty good. We're going to be 57 for the high tomorrow, 54 for Wednesday, Thursday, down to 48 on Friday. And then we pop back to 52 next Saturday, Sunday, and then 61 next week and Wednesday again. So hopefully by next week sometime, 9-10 days from now, being May, we can see 60s and maybe 70s perhaps. Would do you think that's possible? I don't know. We'll see how this all works out. How are you guys doing? Let me know. Say don't forget, if you don't mind, say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching me from. What was your high temperature today? What's the price of gas where you are, if you know? And if you're hitting that thumbs up button, tell me what number you are, and let us know. We're trying to hit as many thumbs ups button as we can. Get the thumbs up meter going right away and promote this channel. I got to tell you, you guys have done something, because in the last 3 weeks, something's going on. And I have to thank you guys, because I don't know who else to thank, because I keep asking you for thumbs ups and you give them to me. Even you folks who watch me on the rerun, and I keep forgetting this. A lot of you folks watch this show every week, not live like I'm doing now. You're watching on the rerun. You want to see what I have to say, which I appreciate. And those of you who are watching on the rerun are giving me thumbs ups on a show that was live a day or 2 or 3 ago. And a number of you have sent me emails to say, little messages saying, hey, I'm thumbs up number 110 or 144 or whatever. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I tell you, you guys are having an effect. Those of you who are here now, and those of you who are watching on rerun, you guys are affecting my channel, because in the last 3 weeks, the average view count of my daily numbers of people watching this show, watching this entire channel, has been rising noticeably, actually. And I want to thank you all. I was watching this channel. This channel was doing like, I don't know, 300 to 500 views a day 3 months ago, just meandering along. And then Monday nights I'd go live, and a bunch of you would show up and might spike up for Monday, and then would calm down again. About 3 weeks ago, it changed. This channel started to get more views and more views and more views every day, just going higher and higher. And right now, this channel is generating like 2,000 views a day, almost 3,000 views in a day. That's huge. I mean, I'm not making any new videos yet because I'm not yet in Europe, but we're about to. So I'm really grateful. I have to think that your thumbs ups is helping a lot, and thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. We're going to be, as I said, on the road for 2 months. Jennifer and I are going to be on the road between the UK, the Netherlands, Germany, and Switzerland until the middle of July. And we're taking you with us. I'll be doing the live shows from there. I'll be making videos from there. And of course, those of you who are watching me on my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce, I'll be live there too. So it's going to be a busy one for me. Jennifer and I are very much looking forward to this trip. Should be a lot of fun. And you're welcome to join us, and we'll try to show off and fill you in on what's going on and where we're at and our experiences. And of course, the videos that we'll produce, you will see what the life on the road is like for a very famous YouTuber that is in his senior years. That's me. That just in case you're wondering who you got on. No, that's me. I'm the famous old time YouTuber. That's me. Anyway, we'll see how it works out. I'm kind of curious whether if I end up at any kind of tourist sites where I'm filming myself, will I see someone else who's a YouTuber filming themselves? Maybe I can work something out. I'll promote them if they promote me, and we'll make sure we're on each other's channels. I don't know if any of these young kids want anything to do with this old man. I have no idea. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Thank you all for popping in and saying hi to me today. Stephen Butler's in the house. Temperature 68 degrees. Gas is $3.70 a gallon. Number 2, do cruisers and the industry need to worry about what the state has done with Disney? Could Florida action impact investment in cruising in Florida by Disney and others? Oh, that is a good question, Stephen Butler. That is a really good question. This DeSantis move, this absolute vindictive mood. Sorry, let me say this again. This absolutely vindictive move against a corporation, merely because a corporation has echoed or has voiced concerns about LGBT legislation or whatever there's going on over there. This is something. This is unprecedented for the United States of America. It is really amazing to see the Florida legislature attack the number one employer of Florida. These guys pay more taxes to the state of Florida. This company, Disney, is probably responsible for some of the highest amounts of tax revenue for Floridians, from gasoline taxes, hotel occupancy taxes, sales taxes, income taxes generated by the employees and all the offshoot companies that work with Disney, the cruise line, the travel agency world, hotels, car rental companies. It goes on and on. Airlines. The amount of billions of dollars that this entity generates for the state of Florida is massive, and the government of the state of Florida attacks these guys. Like, what is this? Really something. I gotta tell you, I would imagine that there have to be, possibly in many other states in the United States, many CEOs and owners of businesses who might be thinking twice about entering Florida in any way, shape, or form, whether it's a convention, whether it's any kind of a, rewarding top employees for a job well done instead of giving them a vacation to Disney World, going somewhere else, whether it's personal vacations that some people might be putting off. I was really surprised at this move. I was disappointed, and I'm doing this. I'm just shaking my head, going, "What are you doing? What is this? This is such a stunt, such a political stunt for a segment of voters that this gentleman is going after for the White House." Let's be frank, he is not interested in being the governor of Florida for the rest of his life. He's looking to run for the White House. And this is absolute, just, I don't know. I'm not in favor of it. Anyway, that's my opinion. You asked, you got it. Anyway, there you have it. Hi, Bruce, and all from Saginaw, Michigan. The temperature is 51 Gas prices for regular rose to from $3.81 yesterday to $4 today. We should have got the gas Sunday gas. Janet, Ken, and Janet. We were number one. Thumbs ups. Thank you guys for being here. You're always number one. I appreciate you so much. Great to have you here tonight. Nathan, number two. Thumbs up, buddy. 82 in Asheville today. Mid 60s tomorrow with rain. Cheapest gas at Murphy's is $3.45 a gallon. We're still at $1.55 a liter here. That is about $2.80. No. That's about $5.80 a gallon Canadian, American. About $4.25 a gallon up here, US for a US gallon. Tim Bowman, greetings all. Just came over from the other side. Seattle temperatures in the low 50s. Gas $3.49.9 to $4.19, depending upon the station. Give you an idea. That's wild. Jeannie, Bruce, hello, and all TWBers. Bill and Jeannie are here for the big show from East Tennessee. Welcome, you guys. They told me it was 80-odd degrees today. Oh, they're making me jealous over there. Brittany is here. Hi, Brittany. Hello, Bruce and everybody. Dinner tonight is my leftovers from lunch, which red beans and rice. Right on. Robert, greetings from 50-degree Boston. When is everyone's cruise? Going to Bermuda in July on the NCL Pearl. Brittany, 1 month of my husband and I moved to Pensacola. I'm like number 13 thumbs ups. Thank you, Brittany, so much. Ms. M is here. Hi, Bruce. How are you? So exciting to be booked for the United Kingdom. We are jacked up. Ms. M, I'm number 22, by the way. Thank you. Nikki, hiya, Bruce, and TWBers. Greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome again, Nikki. Lee is here. Lee Shear, number 12, Boca Raton, Florida. Hey, Bruce, nice to see you. 84 degrees was the high. 409 is the price of gas. Good evening, Bruce from Arc Adventures, St. Louis bound now for a few weeks, laughing out loud. John is in the house saying hello. Hi, John Anderson. Kevin is here. Cheers from Central New Jersey. Thumbs up, number 26. Arc Adventures. Wow, congrats on the views. Way to go. Robert, wow, my first live show in a while. I usually watch a rerun. Welcome, sir, to the channel. Sharon, hi, Bruce, number 27. Thumbs ups. We just had a nice family dinner with our son. Came home today from his trip to Boston. Beautiful stuff. Lance Ross, good day, Bruce. Have a wonderful trip. Thank you, sir. Brittany, my husband and I got back early today from visiting his grandma. Nice stuff. Tim Bowman, number 25. Thumbs up. Gas is actually $4.49 to $5.20. I was off by $1 in my earlier polls. It's way up here. Robert, a low 50s in Connecticut today. Kirk, hi, Bruce and TB family. Kirk from the Big Apple is in the house. Terry Gallant is here. Hey, Uncle Bruce, going to try to book a Mediterranean cruise and then back to back it with a transatlantic to North America. That will be awesome. That will be really cool. Back to back Mediterranean. Yeah, that's fantastic. I really enjoyed my Mediterranean cruise that I took with my daughter. Every morning, you're in another port. Every few days, another country. It's great. I just love it. Robert Moncada saying hello, Bruce, from Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area. Gas is $4.14 a gallon, and it's going to be 47 degrees. It's 47 degrees overcast. Welcome, Robert, from beautiful Illinois, from those phenomenal people near Chicago and Chicago itself. Gotta love that town. Manuvel Camp is in the house. Hello, Bruce, from Southfield, Michigan. Welcome, sir. Great to have you back today. Art, you can vlog someone vlogging you, vlogging them. See, that's right. Rocky, hi, Bruce, number 12, thumbs up. High temperature was 89 today in Chesapeake, southeastern Virginia. The lowest gas price today, $3.95. What fantastic weather. I'm happy to be 63. We've been just miserable here. 30s for the high, 35 for the high lately. It's just finally warming up a little bit here. 99 Nation videos, add an anti-constitutional and enemy of the republic into that DeSantis discussion. Welcome, 99 Nation. Ark, when Andy and I move permanently to Florida, we are hoping to turn votes. There you go. I hope so too. Nikki, no state income tax in Florida. There you go. That's true. For personal income, there's no state. You can thank Disney for that. You can thank Walt Disney Company for a lot of what Florida gets, because the amount of money brought in by outsiders is phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. I mean, Florida has 25 million people. You have a sales tax, you got a gas tax, but this no income tax, yeah, that's one of the perks, and it has to come from somewhere, and it does. It comes from the tourists, and a big one is, of course, Walt Disney. Sylvia, number 33 thumbs ups. Hi, Bruce. How you doing? Thank you, Sylvia, for being here. Ann Rogers. Hi, Bruce. Ann and Brent from Ancaster, Ontario in the house. Temperature got up to 19 Celsius today. Gas is $1.81 a liter. Oh, my God. That is $7 Canadian for an American gallon. It's like $5.50 a gallon. It's insanity, but welcome and nice temperature today. That's 68 degrees. That's nice. I grew up in Florida. It's very disappointing, says 99 Nations. Paper City Gamer Jeff, happy Monday. Welcome, sir. Thanks for being here tonight. And hi, Bruce, number 7 thumbs up and number 31 thumbs ups. Ann and Brent, Ancaster, temperature got to 19, gas 180. Glad to see you guys. Patrick, number 40 thumbs ups. Sylvia, where is Steaming Bean? Where the Steaming Bean lives, where he lives, they still have snow, but it's melting. Yes, it is melting, probably in the 40s today. And the sun's angle is rising dramatically up here because we're coming to the longest day of the year, first week of June. By the 10th of June, it's the longest day of the year, less than 2 months. And so, yeah, the warm temperatures will kick in shortly. And then the mosquitoes will come out in northern Saskatchewan. You go from snow to spring to so unfortunately, but it's pretty up there. It's pretty, and it explodes with colors when the warm weather hits. It just explodes. It can be nice. Anyway, welcome all to the show. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you all. I'm glad you could make it. I've got some news for you today. I thought I'd share with you. I see now 43 thumbs ups already have come through here. Thank you all. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button, please do so and tell me what number you are. Thank you all for that. 99 Nation, will you pretty please email Robert Rocket Lab so you can go tour? They'll let you. I'm a huge Rocket Lab diehard fan. Would you pretty please email Rocket Lab so you can go tour? Are you talking about touring in New Zealand by chance? I mean, where exactly? Because I am going to be in New Zealand later this year. Terry, hey, Uncle B, probably the wrong channel for this question, but why is the price of refined products so disconnected from crude prices? We have seen higher crude prices without seeing refined prices so high. Yes, it is a complicated world. FX45, thank you for being here, buddy. Number 42, I appreciate it. I love the way you do that thumbs ups. That's really cool. Sharon, 46 thumbs ups, 54 to go to get you to 100. 99 Nations, oh yes. Yes, oh yes, New Zealand. Well, I'll have to give them a shout. I'd love to see that if that's possible. I'd love to do a video if they'd let me. That would be great for the channel. Terry, this thing about gasoline and refined gasoline and everything else, there is a cost to run a refinery. There's just like any other business, there's a cost. It isn't cheap. Refineries, do well when they can run on high volumes, keeping the cost per barrel or cost per liter down to process fuels into various grades of fuels. But from winter to summer, you have different blends of gasoline nowadays. That adds and takes away from cost. Sometimes a refinery shuts down for 2 to 4 weeks for refurbishing. It has to be done. Can't carry the license, can't carry the permits unless you're, up to perfect conditions. So I don't know which way, how to explain it. It is like anything else. Employees have to be paid more these days than in the past. Inflation. There are costs that are higher other than fuel costs for refineries. Taxes sometimes go up municipally or in the county or the state, what have you. There are all kinds of factors, and then the company has to produce a profit, I guess. Try to apply anywhere in the United States and Canada to build a refinery from scratch. Good luck finding any city, county, state, country to allow you to set up refineries to produce fuel. No one wants one, and yet we all need refined product. And so there's a lack of refineries. There's not enough refineries. They're under constant stress to keep producing the fuel, and we need more fuel every year. It seems we do. We seem to need more fuel every year as more of us are around. We're, we multiply, and we get cars, and we need electricity, and we need heat, and we need air conditioning, and the demand for the product keeps growing. It's amazing. I don't know which thumbs I gave you, but I'm sorry, but I gave you thumbs up. Thank you, 99 Nations. It's all good. I love it. Thank you so much. Let me tell you some of the news that I've got today. All right, I've got a little bit of travel related news for you. A little this, a little that. I'll do that now, and then say hellos. Hall America came out with an announcement. I think it was last night or today. I'm not exactly sure. Had to do with the ship called the Westerdam. The Westerdam cruise ship for Hall America. This ship is located in Asia. Now, the last time I read anything about the Westerdam, and I gave you information about the Westerdam, was probably 2 years ago at the very outbreak of the virus when it first reared its ugly head. And we were all consumed watching the horrific coverage coming from Japan, the Diamond Princess cruise ship that was in Yokohama, and all those folks on the ship who were not allowed off the ship. They weren't allowed out of their rooms, whether they had an inside room or an outside room. They were stuck in their cabins, and it was just brutal. It had to have been some of the most brutal time some of those folks ever spent, especially the inside cabin people. There were stories of 4 people in an inside cabin. There were multiple of those stuck inside. I mean, just terrible. Anyway, the Westerdam was making news just around that time frame because that ship had been to Hong Kong and was supposed to go to, I think, Japan, but they turned back, and they were then going to the Philippines. And after a while, they couldn't go anywhere. They were at sea, and no one would let them in anywhere until finally Malaysia allowed them in. And thanks again to the wonderful people of Malaysia. I don't know if any Malaysians watch me, but Malaysia is a pretty cool place. And they allowed the ship in, and they allowed the folks to get off the ship. They were tested, and many that they were all basically negative. And they were allowed to fly out to go home. And there were folks from Australia, from the United States, Europe, and there were virtually no cases on board the ship. That's the last time I covered the Westerdam in any way, shape, or form. And I believe it's been in the Asia area pretty well ever since. Anyway, they made news today that they are canceling out the balance of their cruises in Asia, 11 sailings in all between September of this year and February of next year. So all those are canceled. They're gone, and they seem to be indicating a very low interest in sailings. I guess they're just not able to sell the ship out. And this I find interesting that with all the pent up travel demand that's out there, here's Hall in America, 5-star cruise line, pulling a ship out of Asia because they can't get enough passengers to book. They're going to position the ship. First of all, they're going to position the ship to Seattle. They're going to take her to Seattle, and they're going to start sailing out of Seattle on June the 12th, and they're going to sail to Alaska this summer. Now, this will be interesting to see how these cruises price out. Tim Bowman, this is for you. Tim, I know you're a Hall America fan. You may want to keep a close eye on sailings available on the Westerdam to Alaska starting in June of this year, because it's last-minute sailings. They're going to do a big push to promote the ship and everything else. But maybe there are some balcony deals that could be had here on the Westerdam for some sailings out of Seattle to Alaska and back. Something to think about. In any event, after the summer sailing season is over for Alaska, which is usually September-ish, October, the ship will be repositioned to Australia and New Zealand, and she's going to sail next winter there. And so the ship is going to sail Alaska first, then Australia, New Zealand, and then be positioned back in Asia in 2023, they're saying. So that's going to be an interesting repositioning. That's news out of All America. I was surprised that they would cancel 11 sailings from September to February, all gone. So February of the next year, they're going to go back there. I'm just trying to get my head around these dates. This is 2022, and that's right. And 2022, the summer is going to be Alaska, the fall Australia, New Zealand, and then next February back to Asia. So that's the plan for Westerdam. And I know they're giving full refunds, and they're offering $200 credits on future cruises and all this sort of stuff. And so some folks might just delay their Asia cruise by a year and go next year, February, on the Westerdam once they announce exactly what itineraries they're going to have. We'll see what that's all about. Okay. Sharon is saying you got 50 thumbs ups right now, Bruce. You need 50 to get 100. Gas in Maple Ridge, Ms. M, Maple Ridge, British Columbia, $1.98 a liter. In Mission, British Columbia, $1.87 a liter. Oh man, $2 a liter is $7.40 Canadian for a U.S. gallon, and you take about $1.50 off. That's $6 U.S. a gallon in Maple Ridge, approximately. That is unbelievable. 99 Nations. Ms. M, are you in Canada? Terry Gallant, great repositioning cruises should be coming on Holland America. That's true. That might be interesting too. Okay, so other news. Viking, the Orion, one of our viewers here, my friend from Texas, my buddy from Texas, you know who we're talking about. He was on the Orion a couple of weeks ago. He was on this show live from that ship. That ship tried to sail into Santa Barbara the other day and could not disembark any passengers at all. Too windy. The winds were way too high, and the waves were much too rough, and they had to cancel their stop into Santa Barbara, which got me thinking about climate change and the upending of our weather patterns, weather systems. How many more tornadoes are now reported in central USA over a longer time frame and over a wider geographical area? It's no longer Tornado Alley, but now it's become worse. And you kind of wonder about the future of cruising regarding the rough weather that might be affecting various areas of the planet from time to time. Something to wonder about. I'm kind of curious about that. So unfortunately, Santa Barbara lost out because the Viking Orion can hold 900 passengers. Something tells me there's 600 or 700 on there. New Braunfels, Texas, by the way, for my buddy in Texas. I'm still trying to remember his name. It'll come to me. Anybody you know, you let me know who that was. I'm trying to remember who was our friend there. Tip of my tongue too. In any event, the folks in Santa Barbara lost out because probably 600 high-spending folks weren't coming to shore, and there were tours, wine tours in Sonoma Valley were all set up, art gallery visits, and all gone, and can't come tomorrow. Ship's got to keep going. Very, very unfortunate. Interesting. AW is saying hi. Hello there. Ms. M, 99 Nation. Yes, British Columbia. That's where I'm from. Tim Bowman. Yes, I've got my sights on the Westerdam. We've never sailed on it, and a cruise we had scheduled on it was canceled. We are already booked on the Nordam for July 22. Just restarted over the weekend. There you go. Wes Morrison, Nikki, thank you. It is Wes Morrison. Wes Morrison was on the Viking Orion a couple of weeks ago, and I believe he was talking to us from the Pacific, and I wish him all the best wherever he is. He's probably out tonight, but it was Wes Morrison from New Braunfels, Texas. I couldn't bring it up. Ms. M, what dating sites are young people doing these days? I'd like to fall in love with dual citizenship and healthcare. There's always an American who wants to hitch up with a Canadian because of the healthcare. I tell you right now, what can I say? Well, be careful, you Canadian women out there. Be careful. There's American men looking for healthcare. All right. Now, other news I have for you. Some awards were given out in the last few days. It seems that these awards are done on an annual basis, and in this case, it sounds like the votes were given out because of tallies done from actual people, not industry insiders, but this would be actual travelers who made these awards possible. Now, this is a series of travel awards. I was talking to you guys last week. I was mentioning and asking you, tell me if any of you use credit cards to get points and travel rewards and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's right, Terry. That's true. It's been a while since you've done a collaboration with Tony and Don. Do you miss it? I do miss it, and I would like to do one with them, but I'm on a ship, and so I can't relate to them on cruise ship news because I just haven't been on a cruise. But the time will come someday. We'll do this. Now, here's some interesting awards that were handed out. The Top Airline Award Program, as chosen by voters, the most popular, the most top travel award program is actually offered by what airline? For North America, Southwest. The Rapid Awards Program is the top, most liked and functional award program. Interestingly, Best Elite Program, the Best Elite Status Program, American Airlines, the Advantage Program. The best promotion is Avianca Life Miles. They did a 175% bonus on purchased miles. So I guess you buy 1 mile and you get 1.75 miles for every mile. So if you buy 1,000 miles, you get 1,750 miles. That was the best promotion. The best customer service when it comes to redeeming your points, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards, interestingly. And the best redemption ability, the best deal for least restrictions and all that, Air Canada Aeroplan miles. So Canadians, you guys complain about Air Canada all the time and don't like them, and they're kind of a big monopoly up here. This is their second airline. They have the best redemption ability of all the airlines, from what I'm told. And this is North America. For hotels, the best program of the year is held by Marriott Hotels, the Bonvoy program, and the best elite program is also Marriott Hotels Bonvoy. So if you're staying at a Marriott property and you're getting Marriott points under the Bonvoy promotion, you are able to really move up into upgrades rather nicely. Apparently, it's the best one. The best credit card loyalty program credit card for North America apparently is Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards Premier Credit Card. It's the number one among users for the best. Probably ties into the Top Airline Awards program right there, and best customer service. But here's something interesting. If you want to use a credit card in Europe, for Africa, for Asia, and the Middle East, the best credit card, loyalty card out there, American Express Platinum Card. Apparently, the story goes, even now, if you sign up for you apply for an American Express Platinum Card now, they're offering up to 110,000 points inside the American Express program, and this adds up to about $1,100 of perks that you get to use. $1,100 of value. It comes with I think it's a $240 hotel voucher for either Marriott or Hilton, and another $200 travel voucher for a flight. So if you're booking a flight through American Express Travel, you can utilize your 110,000 points as part of that for an upgrade or an out-and-out purchase of a business class ticket or whatever you want. But also you get a $240 or $200 credit, a flight credit. So if you buy a ticket from your American Express program, cost you $800, You can put 200 on it from the points you have, like from the bonus you get, and then you can use points for the rest. So the card is a very generous card. If you get the platinum card, you're allowed into the American Airlines Centurion clubs at the airports. If the airport that you're flying to has a Centurion club, automatic access. Now, to give you an idea, what is that worth? You're going on a flight. Say you're an economy class traveler, and you're going to fly from LA to New York, or LA to Dallas, or Los Angeles to Australia. I mean, whatever. You can go into the Centurion Lounge and spend up to 3 hours in there, and it's free alcoholic drinks, all kinds, free food, very nice. You can arrange for a massage. You can arrange to have a shower in there. They have a bathrooms available with complete showers, towels, bathrobes, everything, hair dryers, you name it. And so this feature, just the access into this club, can be worth like $100 a person per use, just to give you an idea, maybe more. And the card it allows you access to the Centurion Lounges. So if you're going to travel a little bit for business or pleasure, this is a card you might want to consider. And that's why it is a winner in this travel awards thing that I was looking up. I found that interesting. I find it interesting that Southwest would be the #1 airline for points to reward their passengers with ways to utilize the points and upgrade, within the system. Pretty good. So if you're a frequent Southwest flyer, you're racking up a lot of Southwest points, one after the other. You're able to use these, and that's pretty good. And nothing wrong with that. All right. Anyway, sound is muffled. What have I done? I haven't done anything. I haven't touched anything on my microphone. It's still. Let's see. The kitty. Your audio went crazy. You knocked your mic, and the sound is muffled. And you bumped your microphone. Your volume is a lot lower than it was. Let me take a look at the. No, not there. Let me look here. Audio. Let's see. Just my phone. It looks all right. Everything okay here. I don't have anything. Going on. Just my phone. It looks all right. Everything okay here. How about that? Is that any better? I don't know. Is that kitty of yours playing with it? Good evening, TWB family. Duncan is here. Number 50 thumbs ups. Eddie Panera. Hello, Bruce. Any from Florida. Hope you're doing well, sir. Talk to you soon. Double D, Texas here. So ready for a cruise. Hey, Duncan. Hey, 99. Let's see. I'm chopping at the bit to cruise. And you just moved some papers. Things got better. Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. I just put my notes on top of the computer, and that's what screwed it up. We're okay now. I'm definitely going in July, says Double D. Stephen, your notebook may have been the culprit. Mike sounded better as soon as you moved your notebook aside. Good sound now. Good. Everyone is happy. Keep reading. Uncle Bruce, laugh out loud. Sounds like Bruce to me. Notebook, I agree. Good. All right, we're back. I do forget sometimes. I am talking to the microphone through this computer. Rather than having to hold a microphone in my hand, I can just talk to you naturally and flail my hands all over the place. There you go. The airline thing and the hotel points thing and the credit card spending thing. Lots to look into there. I've done a lot of research into this as well. I've done a lot of peeking into this, and we'll see what's going on. I find also that when I book anything through Expedia, for example, I use Expedia to book a hotel, I get these points that immediately turn into cash credits, and then they immediately deduct that off my hotel stay, my next stay. So I never have to worry about using them up. They're constantly available to be used, which is pretty cool. We'll see how that works out, but we'll see how we figure it out this year. 60 thumbs ups, 40 to go. Now, I have a question for you guys. Those of you who are here, there's 61 of you here right now. Have any of you ever over the past years, have you ever traveled in Europe using a rail pass? Kind of curious if any of you ever used a rail pass when you were traveling years ago or the last few years? And if so, what pass did you get? Did you find it useful? Was it worth the money? Was it not worth your money? The reason I'm asking is because Jennifer and I are going to be in London in just before the middle of May, and we're going to be going to go by rail from London to Edinburgh, Edinburgh back to London. Then we're going to go London to Amsterdam through the Channel, under the Channel. Then we're going to go from Amsterdam, after we spend some time there, to Dortmund in Germany. Then we're going to go to Hamburg. Then we're going to go to Berlin. Then the plan is Munich. Then the plan is Zurich. And then the plan is Switzerland. And so we're thinking of a Euro rail pass because my research seems to indicate to me that I know a number of things I know. One, I know we're in Europe for 60 days, or a little more than that. So a 60-day Euro rail pass with 15 days of eligible travel days in any of those 60 days could work just right for us. They're very flexible. They allow you to book a train the day of your trip if you want. You can get a first class pass or a second class pass. We're going to get the first class pass. The cost for us will be about $42 US a day for each of the 15 days, whether you use it or not. So we're going to drop a little over $640 each for our pass. The trick of it is to make sure that we travel for at least $640 or more in the 15 days we're allowed to use the trains. And we've already calculated that just from London to Edinburgh, first class can run 100 US if you book on the spot. If you book as a senior, which we qualify for, we would get a third off. And so I know that Jennifer and I would be paying 60 to 70 American dollars to get to Edinburgh and then come back from Edinburgh. So those 2 days make sense. Those two trip rides make sense, or train rides. Now, here's the thingy. All right, if we come back from Edinburgh on a morning train, let's say we leave at 8 in the morning from Edinburgh, we'll be in London at 11:30. If we leave London that same day in the afternoon, let's say, to Amsterdam on the Channel, according to the Eurorail pass, you can ride as many trains as you want on each day you're traveling. So for us to go from Edinburgh to London and London to Amsterdam, those two tickets combined in first class could run us as much as 300 American dollars each. And just that one day will almost cover half the cost of our entire Eurorail the pass's cost. So if we end up in Amsterdam and we've already used up $350 of rail passes in just 2 travel days, we have 13 days left to travel. Unlimited travel for the remainder. You see what I'm saying? So if we go to Dortmund a few days later, that is usually about a $50 to $70 ride. And Dortmund to Hamburg a few days after that, that will run $60, $70. Hamburg to Berlin might only be $30. We might just buy that ticket and not use our Eurorail pass. Keep that day back. Then it's a matter of from Berlin to Munich. And the question will be, how do we do it? Are we going to do Munich in one go? Or are we going to stop halfway down somewhere in Germany for a day or two and then go the rest of the way? Would we do that? Or if we did it in one shot, I know for a fact that is about a $200 segment. So just getting to Munich from Berlin, having done Hamburg, having done Dortmund, having done Amsterdam, having done London, having done Edinburgh and back, the pass is paid for. And we've used about 7 or 8 of the 15 days. Now we go from Munich to Zurich. There's money there. And now inside Switzerland, we can travel the train in Switzerland using the pass, unlimited, for the remaining 7 or so days. My guess is that we'll pay $650 each for the pass, but I suspect we might be able to get 800 to $1,000 of train travel out of it in first class. And I'm thinking that might be worth it because we will travel during daylight hours. We're not going to travel 2 in the morning. The pass can be used anytime, day or night. We'll travel during the day to get the window experience, the Alps and the site. And I'm thinking we're going to enjoy it. I think we're going to kind of like it. This might work out. Anyway, I'm just kind of curious. Eddie is here. Eddie's number, thumbs up 60. Thank you, buddy. Brittany, never been to Europe. 99. I might travel the world when I'm rich. Got to hang out with Uncle Bruce in the mornings until I get there. Terry, I can't help you there. I spent 8 hours in England following a transatlantic from Fort Lauderdale. Steve and my wife used Brit Rail Pass in England. You could jump off and on the trains, but you had to buy the pass before you got to England. You could not buy it there. And that's the same with the Eurorail. We'll be buying it from here. Number 58 gas in March 18th, 2020 was 183 at Sam's Club. Can you imagine how it's gone up? Isn't that something? Desiree Hall, hey, Bruce, what's going on? Yeah, I have a cruise book next year in March of next year. Norwegian getaway leaving from New York. I just love cruising, looking to go cruising. Right on, Desiree. Welcome back here. The TGV out of Paris is a pretty sweet ride. Yes, it is. Sharon, 66 thumbs ups are in here. You only need 34 to get to 100. It's incredible. Thank you all. Double D, make sure you go to Zermatt, or is it Zermatt? I think it's Zermatt. Yes. And Zurich, of course, indeed. Brittany, Bruce, expect an email from me in the upcoming years if I can get some good information. Thank you, dear. Sharon, now it's going back and forth between 64 and 65. Why the face? Nikki, are the special trains covered by the Eurorail pass? Thinking about the Bernini Express or the Glacier Express. Yeah. Okay. I am 99% sure that the Glacier Express is covered up to first class. I think so. Because the Glacier Express is covered under the Swiss half-off pass. So I think that this train can be covered under a Eurorail. But I can't upgrade it to the Premier Excellence class for the difference. I don't think I can pay the difference and move up. I have to stay in first class, but there's nothing wrong with that. This other one, the Bernini Express, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that the top of Europe, which is in the middle of Switzerland, where they have what's known as Jungfrau, that mountain called Jungfrau, there's a rail ride there that will take you up to the highest rail station in Europe, which is on a mountaintop inside the mountain. And you get off the train, walk along a corridor, and take an elevator up 30 stories higher, 300 feet up, and you come out to an observation deck on the top of Jungfrau. And you are on the top of a glacier looking around the world. It's amazing. You get to take a train up there. I do not believe that train is covered on a Eurorail pass. However, in that region of Jungfrau, there are cable car rides and several train rides in that area where you can buy a special pass for that region only, giving you all kinds of unlimited travel experiences. And that might be what we buy there. We're going to look into that. We'll see. Again, weather dependent, because if it's really yucky out, miserable, rainy, and cold, because it's the Alps, we might not even go up there. We might be on the ground level and hang around on the lower level. We're not going to go up a cable car if you don't see anything but fog. And we're not going to go up to a train ride and get up to an observation deck and be in a snowstorm. That's not the plan. So we'll see. But the plan is to be up there in July. You see, we're plotting our trip so that the last month of our trip is Switzerland in July. See, so we're trying to cover the odds as best we can. We'll see what happens here with all of these logistics. But this Eurorail pass, I was curious because I know that many of us, a lot of people, kids my age when I graduated college, took that gap year or took the summer to travel Europe after graduating. And a lot of kids went to Europe and they hitchhiked or they biked or they trained, and there were passes, and then they weren't like they are now, and now there are much more sophisticated passes. And so I was just curious if anybody had used it. 99 Nation, I need to believe in my bones that I will see Uncle Bruce shaking Peter Beck's hand at the New Zealand Rocket Lab facility. I just know it'll be true. How about that? Bruce, can you get a cabin on the train with a bed? On a Eurorail pass, I don't know if you can book a sleeper car. However, there are sleeper cars. There's a sleeper car from London to Edinburgh and back. There's one from London, Edinburgh to Glasgow and back. There's a sleeper car from Berlin or Hamburg all the way to Zurich, definitely. There's sleeper cars to Vienna, from Northern Europe to Vienna. But Jen and I are not expected to be on any of those. They're rather pricey. They're very expensive. But more for us, the problem for us is not the dollars necessarily, because of you amazing viewers of ours between our two channels, so we can do this. It's not the money, it's the logistics. And with Jennifer and her hip, we are really limited. And we can book a sleeper car with a bunk bed system where there's a lower bunk and an upper bunk, and Jen would be in the lower bunk and I would be in the upper bunk. That could be done. But what I'm finding, doing my research with these sleeper cars, we're dealing with here, say to Edinburgh, for example. We're leaving London at 10:30 at night and getting to Edinburgh at about 8 in the morning. Then we need to get to a hotel to check our bags in, but we can't get into the room until 2 in the afternoon. So we got to hang out somewhere. Now, Jennifer, with her hip, that needs to be replaced. We're not able to really hang out that easily. It's not that simple. It's going to be an ordeal taking a train ride. It'll be comfortable in first class, of course. And then we'll go from the station, and hopefully we have a short walk to our hotel, or a cab and a short ride to our hotel with the bags and all that sort of stuff. And then we can relax again and give Jennifer recovery time. So we're just not able to be active, really vibrant travelers. And this is why I will be taking you with us. We will keep you posted on the play-by-play of how it's going. And I'll be making videos for the channel from the aspect and the viewpoint of a 66-year-old traveler, not a 26-year-old traveler. You want to watch 26-year-olds travel Europe? How many thousands of videos would you like to watch on YouTube right now about travelers around the world that are 25, 26, 30 years of age, traveling everywhere? They're everywhere, and they are fabulous. One of my favorite channels is Kara and Nate. It's one of my favorite channels. They're 33 years old now. They've been traveling for 6 years full time. I love these guys. They're great. But I'm not 33 anymore. I can see myself in Nate and Kara. For Jennifer and I, we see ourselves watching their videos going, oh, that would have been us. But at age 66, it's different. I'm mobile. I'm okay. But Jennifer's hip is in bad shape. And she's now on the list for a new replacement, her hip replacement. So we're going to travel as ancient hipsters. That's it. And we're going to make videos from this angle. So we might appeal, our videos might appeal to the 45-year-olds, the 50s, the 60s, the 70, the 80-year-olds who still want to go traveling. They might be finding our videos appealing rather than 28-year-old kids who are going to go, you're not even bungee jumping, man. You're not doing anything. Of course, makes sense, right? Anyway, Duncan, that's why I'm thinking plus more private. FX, Sharon, are you watching viewer count, not thumbs ups? Melinda, number 66 thumbs ups. Thank you, Melinda. Sharon, no, I know the difference. At the moment, we have 58 viewers and 67 thumbs ups. Sharon, make that 68 now. Bruce has 68 thumbs ups, only 32 to go to get to 100. If you guys can hit that thumbs up button, if you haven't hit it already, please do. Let me know what number you are, and we're going for 100. Anyway, we are looking forward to this trip very much. Of course, we're not going to be in hostels. We're not going to be in pup tents. We won't have backpacks. We're not going to be hiking up alpine trails. There won't be any rock climbing. So, action videos, not going to happen. It's going to be videos from another perspective, but I think there will be a following for this for this kind of travel. Baby boomers are aging out. Many of you haven't been to Europe before. You've always wanted to go. I'm hoping that we can bring you a collection of food videos, a little sightseeing, train travel, and just some phenomenal vistas and views that might inspire you to want to do this as well. I'm quite looking forward to this trip and quite looking forward to bringing you along to enjoy it with us. It should be a lot of fun. Of course, after we do this trip, we're back in Calgary for 6 weeks for half July and all of August. And then we're on another airplane ride. We're heading to Singapore September 1. And we'll be in Singapore for a while, then to Bali in Indonesia. And then we're going to find ourselves in Australia. And that is a bucket list come true for me. A month in Australia and a month in New Zealand. And that will be October, November of this year. And at the end of November, we'll be back in Canada for a brief visit to Calgary to take care of any needs. And then we're on a plane to California, baby. We're heading south December 1. We're going to be in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, California for winter time this year. And we can't wait to do that again. So we have plotted out, Jennifer and I, our next year of travel. We have figured it out. We now hope to execute on it. And we'll take you with us for the entire thing and produce videos on the fly and on the go. We'll do live shows for the Stock Market Channel as best we can. And away we go. The being cooped up in the house, that's over. No more, none of that. We're moving. We're flying. We're rolling. We're doing it all. And I'm excited. Thank you guys, all of you, so much for all your encouragement to this and all your kind comments. It's much appreciated. We love you for that. We will continue to do live shows for just sponsor members of this channel going forward as well, from Europe and from down under. Definitely want to be doing that. And so if you're a sponsor member of this channel, you're going to continue to get this kind of coverage as well. And you can ask us anything about the trips you want, and we'll fill you in on what's going on. So yeah, we're pretty excited about this. Bullcraft Max is in the house. Hi, Bruce. How you doing? Welcome. What do we got here? Sharon, have a great night, Bruce, and have fun planning those travels. We will indeed. We will eventually work our way to the New York area and more of the USA. Might be next year. We'll see just what's going on and how and what and where and when, and cruising again. And yeah, can't wait. We'll see what's going to give on all this. So much to plot, so much to plan, and we'll keep you all posted. Anyway, there it is. Wait, are the live streams going away? No. Oh, no, they're not going away at all. No, they're going to be from different locations. But for the next few weeks, we'll still be here. We'll be right here in Calgary for next week. That will be May the 2nd. We'll be here. May the 9th, we'll be here. May the 16th, the live stream will be from London, England. On the 23rd of May, we should be live from Edinburgh. The 30th of May, we should be live from Amsterdam. On June the 6th, it's possible that we're live in Berlin. We might be live in Berlin. The 13th, we would be possibly live from Munich. And on the 20th of June, we are looking to be live from Switzerland, Zurich area, and we'll keep you posted after that. So yeah, the shows are coming at you from all over the place. And of course, if you're a sponsor member of this channel, you can join us for the Hangout show first, and then we'll try to put together the big show after that. It's a question of the reliability of the internet. I have no idea how well it'll work from where we're going to be, whether it'll work from our hotel room, whether it'll work from a coffee shop, whether it'll work from another location where I've been able to arrange a quality internet linkage. We'll let you know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it's going to be fun. Bullcraft, can't wait for you to come to the New York area. Bullcraft, okay, good. FX, Bruce, can you do some pricing in the red light district for us, laughing out loud? Well, I thought I would actually rent one of those rooms and just sit in the window myself. I thought, you can hang out with Uncle B for a while. I thought that would be all right. We just talk, though. I mean, it was just, a little session. Hi, how are you? How you doing? Keep your clothes on. Of course, I kid. Those of you who think I'm serious. Oh man, could you price out the red light district for me? Well, maybe I can get Jen to do it. Maybe I could send Jen over there. I'll get her a scooter, and she'll go over there and she can take some photos and talk to the gals, and Adventure with Duncan, the Golden Bagels has your back, Bruce. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. All right, kids. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's always a pleasure to hang with you guys. We'll see you next Monday right here from Calgary for our second last show from this town. And we'll get ready to ramp up. We'll let you in on any new developments as we get further along these travels. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Don't get ill. Stay healthy for me, and watch yourselves, and be on your best behavior, and keep crossing your fingers that the temperatures are going to warm up for us. That spring is really here now. Let's hope winter is gone for good, and that we're going to warm up now. That would be nice. Thank you all for your support. Thumbs ups. Appreciate these thumbs ups, guys. Really helps us. We're at 70 thumbs ups on this show. There's only 43 people here, and 70 thumbs ups have come in today already from the crowd. Those of you watching on the rerun, thank you again for hitting the thumbs up button, even on these reruns. I do appreciate it very, very much. You've lit up our channel as our view counts are rising, and I thank all of you for helping us out. It is making a difference, and thank you so much. Duncan, good night, TWB peeps from Duncan to all of you from around the world. Thank you all for your support, and Jen and I will talk to you next week right here, 7 o'clock for sponsor members, 8 o'clock on the big show. Become a sponsor member, and you too can be part of the 7 o'clock show with us, and we look forward to seeing you then. All right, guys, you take care. See you next week. Bye for now.